Do you know what? It is bloody cold in the Midwest. It's like -8 degrees right now. I look out the window and Jesus is telling me that it's like -33 wind chill. There is nothing better on a day like this than a bowl of warm soup. But you know what? It is so bloody cold that the soup literally freezes in your bowl despite having the thermostat on to a reasonably quasi cold temperature. So we need to come up with a reason to keep the soup in a soup form that doesn't involve harnessing the zoomy power of the cats. So today on Cass's Kitchen, we are going to create a blanket for our French onion soup because I really want some French onion soup, and just like humans, soup needs a blanket. We are going to start this here party off with a couple of tablespoons of butter, and we're going to melt that in this here pan over medium, slightly less than medium heat. Now I've added about 2 medium onions to the melted butter. I've cut them quasi-fine, finer than I would for a normal French onion soup, because we are going into the buns with them. So we're just going to let that simmer for quite some time until the sugars all break down, stirring occasionally, and they're nice and wonderful looking. Oh yeah, look at that. Now from here, I have a magic tincture of beef broth, garlic, red wine vinegar, and a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, and I'm just going to pop that in here. And we are going to cook this. So I guess I should also mention that I salted and peppered to taste. And then we're going to simmer this down till it's about next to nothing. And then from there, we will probably, maybe, possibly, I don't know, if I can't get it down right, we might add just a little bit of flour to thicken things a little. But from there, we'll cast it to the side and get ready for our warm, sweet blankets. Yeah. Now here's the part of the video where, under normal circumstances, we'd have a sit-down talk about, maybe the history of our French onion soup, or where this came from, or maybe any other technical details before the cat runs over here and yells at me because I'm talking to nothing. But nah, son, we crazy. We don't do that around these parts. If you want logic in your recipes, go check out Tasting History with Max Miller, or maybe Townsend's. We just making French onion soup and rolls, yo. And there we go. This is about as reduced down as I think I really want it. We are going to set this off to the side and work on our warm, doughy blankets. And now we have our biscuits. These are just the standard rolled can version of biscuits, torn in half. Now we're going to add some sweet, sweet Swiss cheese. Yeah. And now we have our French onions in our biscuits. And now, just for added fun and to be fancy, I am adding even more Swiss cheese, this time in shredded. Aw yeah, look at that. Hope it doesn't burn, 'cause I didn't think this through. From here, we're going to bake them for about 20 minutes or so. Aw yeah, look at those. Let's go eat them, shall we? So, we are back. We got our little doodads, little rolls, little biscuits ready to go. So I chose one of the not pretty ones because I'm an idiot. Right off the bat, I'm going to say I obviously sprinkled Swiss cheese on the top, just as kind of like a garnish thing. If I had my druthers, I think I probably would have waited till after I pulled them out of the oven while they're still hot and sprinkled it on then. Just, I don't know, to prevent potential burning. Actually, these turned out all right, but I could just see the cheese potentially burning if the biscuits were left in the oven too long. But, you know, again, I got lucky doing that. Oh, the camera eye's over to that side. There we go. Ah, look at that. That's an ugly one. Not that I am known for my pretty cuisine here around these parts. But the important thing is a lot of times, unless I totally like botch it, and for these videos, I mean, I've totally botched it and kind of like, no, I probably shouldn't eat this, but eat it anyway. We're gonna give this a try. I have high hopes because I did sample like the soup chunk of it, well, the soup air quotes chunk of it, and it was quite good. So I have hopes that this turned out. Oh, there we go. It's actually cooked all the way through, which is something I was worried about. Because sometimes when you wrap or do like a pastry kind of thing with the center, it's really hard to get the center cooked all the way through without while maintaining the outer, shell to be, a nice golden brown color, golden brown delicious. This turned out great. I'm a fan. I'm going to do this again. Actually. So I recommend you guys try this out too. I actually like secretly doubled the recipe because the onions reduced way too much in the process, but barring that, it worked perfectly. So you should just stop watching the video now. Just go try this out. It's really good, actually. In the meanwhile, of course, check out the links below. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, do all that stuff that all the other horrible YouTubers tell you to do to help out the algorithm and whatnot. And, check out my merch, check out the Patreon. Both help support this here small show and allows me to obtain the foodstuffs to, ruin. And all that sort of good stuff. And it's, not a hand me out. You get merch, you get early access to everything. And it's a good time to be had by all. So until then, until I can figure out what mischief I'm going to get into next, I'll catch you all next time. Got me in the kitchen, but the magic didn't stop me from falling down the basement steps, so if I look weird, probably that's. And there are two things in life that I thoroughly enjoy. No egg product is with one here in a bit. But first, that has nothing to do